Hi everyone, this is Nisha and welcome to the Love in Doha podcast show.
And it's Sala as well, and we are here again with another great podcast for you all. So be all ears, ladies and gentlemen. So, Nisha, tell me about what's upcoming with you. How's your weekend planned out? Like, what are you up to?
Oh my God, Sarah. I got so caught up with the move from Singapore to here and unpacking and everything that I just realized that it is Diwali next week.
Oh God.
And oh my God, I still haven't, beautified the house. I mean, I'm barely functional. So this is going to be like a massive week, me trying to get everything organized. And you know how we South Asians celebrate Diwali. It is not a day of celebration. It's not a week of celebration. It is probably a month of celebration, of invitations and parties. And to add to that, I also just realized that it's my boys will have their midterm break.
Oh God, what are you going to do with them?
Oh my God, exactly that, right? Because they're always stuck on the screens and they just love to game and everything, I just wanted to do something where they get out of the house and they, kind of meet with other kids. So, I'm thinking of sending them to the Angry Birds world. There is a Mystery Island camp and it sounds so exciting.
Wait, where is that?
That's in Festival City. And it's really cool. And if I were a kid, I would totally go if I had the time.
Wait, is there an age limit? Can I go?
I think you can still qualify. But it's a week filled with amazing activities, sports, team building, arts and crafts, although my boys will not probably do arts and crafts, but they'll be more into the team building and a lot of the adventure stuff. So I'm really looking forward for them having a ball, going out and having fun and making new friends while giving me the much needed time to myself.
Yeah, seriously. And this camp was perfectly planned out to fit in a week where, kids are going to be outside of the school, but parents still have work. Yeah. So it's a perfect opportunity. Wow, okay.
It's so perfect.
That's amazing. So let's get started with this episode. So we will be speaking about Qatar Population Day, some announcements about Hamad General Hospital, and a disturbing in-home dog shelter in Qatar, and how an expat saved a bird from the rain. And finally, rain alert, which you already know. Love that. So let's jump into it. So, Qatar Population Day. So, this event was hosted by the Qatari Permanent Population Committee and Ahsan. So, they celebrated the important role of all the elderly people in Qatar. So, they also showcased the dedication which the government has to enhance health and social care systems to better help support elderly people's needs. And also, Abdul Aziz bin Nasser Al Khalifa, the Secretary General of the National Planning Council, he also emphasized that exact quote. And the Minister of Social Development and Family, Mariam Misnad, she emphasized the importance of honoring and empowering the elderly people and encouraging their active participation in society, as well as connecting their well-being to the national values of the 2030 Qatar vision. So amazing. And I just wanted to ask you, Nisha, how do you feel about this?
That's a great question, Sarah, because when I left Dubai in 2018 to go back to Singapore, when I first landed in Singapore and when I met my grandparents, and it was really, there's always a time when you meet your parents and grandparents, you see them suddenly age, and it just makes you feel really, really emotional. And Singapore has a great system for the silver generation, to support the silver generation. It's really nice to see that Qatar is investing in that, because there's so much of wisdom, there's so much of foundational strength that we get from our seniors, from our grandparents, from family and friends. And I think it's great that the country is thinking about protecting that and making a safe space, making a comfortable space for seniors to actually enjoy their silver years, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I love how no matter what, they always include everyone. Qatar as a country, they always include everyone in their 2030 vision. It's not something that's directed only for people who are now becoming adults. They're also looking after and taking care of the people who essentially built this nation. So
absolutely, it's all about sustainability at every phase.
Yeah. And in relation to that, there's a Hamad General Hospital announcement. So after 40 amazing years of service, Hamad General Hospital is going to close only some parts of the hospital for renovation because they're going to be upgrading programs and systems for better patient health. So it's going to take 3 years to complete. And I'm so excited to see what they're going to do with the hospital. I love renovations. It's I love before and after,
who doesn't like a good before and after?
Exactly. So, and it's obviously going to be beautiful because we are in Qatar. So.
And Qatar, most buildings that I see in Qatar, they are so beautiful. Yeah. So I cannot wait to see how the new hospital facilities look like.
Super excited. So now we are going to be moving on to a topic that could be triggering. So here is a trigger warning for the next part of this podcast.
At Loving Doha, we're all about our followers. Our followers are the reason why what we do. They are the ones who inspire us. They are the ones who inform us. They are the ones who tell us what really matters. So when we received a message from one of our followers who talked about a distressing situation in which rescue animals, rescue dogs were treated in a gruesome way, I just, when I saw that message, Sarah, I got so emotional because those pictures, those photos that were shared were so gruesome. I mean, even within the team, it took us a really long time for us to be able to put together a post. It's simply because those images, you can't, once you see them, you can't unsee them. And being a fur baby mom myself, I've rescued dogs. I have had 5 dogs in my life, all street rescues. My pet dog Ray is still in Singapore, and I can't wait to pick her up from Singapore. For me to see that, I was badly impacted.
Yeah. I can't even imagine because me personally, I couldn't even look at those pictures. So a follower went and she pleaded on social media to stop this horrible thing that's happening at this active rescue shelter from abusing dogs at its housing. And she said that, again, this is where I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning. Over 100 dogs suffered from the hands of this abuser and a vet who actually injected them with car coolant. Injected dogs with car coolant, leading to them having agonizing seizures that lasted for around 5 minutes. And, she started from the skinniest dogs and she went from there. So that's just, horrible.
I just can't even.
Yeah. It's just so disgusting to hear about, so disgusting to read about. And it's just so sad because this is an active rescue shelter. So what are you rescuing them from?
And we received so many messages of support, so many messages of outrage within our Love in Doha community, and the fact is that there should be more awareness, there should be more compassion towards all living creatures. And honestly, thank you to the follower who exposed this story, and I really, really hope that justice will be served.
100%. And if you're going to be doing something good, then do the good in the right way. Don't do more harm. So if you guys want to know more, there is more on the Loving Doha Instagram page where you can find more information related to this, and also with the comments be led back to the actual commenter. So on a lighter note, we will be talking about an expat saving a bird.
Yeah, so the world is made of so many different types of people, and there's always this fine balance. So there are horrible things that happen, but there are also people who manage to bring a smile to our lives, who take time out of their busy schedule and their difficult, challenging situations, perhaps, to add value and create a positive impact on another living creature.
Yeah, and it's so lovely because he went out in the rain and then he came and he placed the bird on a towel, and it was just so wholesome to see because sure, you took a video of it, but you didn't need to do it.
Yeah.
And you still did it. So I love that. And it's just so heartwarming. And Nisha, as you said, you had five rescue dogs. So what heartwarming stories do you have to share? Let's, kind of lighten it up, kind of, bring the mood back.
So my friends know this, that every time I move, every time I relocate to a new city, that I must adopt a puppy, right? And every time I do adopt a puppy, the first few months are horrendous because these are like puppies are like kids that never grow up, right? So there will be a lot of complaints and a lot of like, oh my God, this puppy is so naughty and everything else. But then obviously they grow up and they become much better behaved. But I remember that when I moved from Doha the first time round in 2007 and moved to Dubai, my dog, my dog Sheba, she came in a month later because she was in quarantine, and she was so mad when she saw me when I picked her up at the airport. She actually threw a temper tantrum. So
I can't even.
Yeah, she's so cute. I just absolutely love what animals bring to our life. They bring a lot of healing energy. They bring a lot of unconditional love. So I'm so blessed that I've had all my rescue puppies.
And a dog is a human's best friend, so that's perfect. Built-in, beautiful, cute best friend. And they don't ask for much, just for love.
And food.
So, yeah.
And walks.
It is that time of year again. So this is a rain alert. So the Qatar Meteorology Department has predicted scattered rains, and I'm so excited.
You're so excited, and you're definitely a rain person. I am not. Look, I just escaped rains in Singapore because it rains every day over there, all right? So I was just hoping for some real good desert weather.
No. Desert weather is rain weather. Like, you can't go to the desert. Personally, in the heat, like I would, me, I'd have a migraine and I'd die for a few days. But then rain, though, you go outside, you can wear your baggy clothes, your comfy hoodies, and your sweatpants, and it's beautiful. Like, it's just, I love it. Trench coat season, come on.
Well, maybe for the fashion, maybe, but not for the fact. I mean, look, growing up in Mumbai, the rains were like really terrible. They would stop life, and in Singapore it rained all the time. So I'm a little bit rained out, really.
No way. I think it's maybe because I'm a fresh grad, so rain equaled no university. Rain equaled, yeah. But COVID ruined that because we started doing online, but rain means floods and rain means like,
and also drainage that we need, perhaps.
Maybe could be that, but just love it. So get ready for thundery showers coming to us on Thursday and Friday. So I'm so excited, and I love the rain. Oh my God, gloomy vibes, as well as like, come on, burgundy, maroon.
Ooh, that's my favorite color.
Yeah, you have to accept the rainy vibes for that one. And this is the end of this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen. And we are excited for the upcoming exciting content we have for you guys. So definitely stay tuned.
And tell us what you like, tell us what you love, tell us what's inspiring you lately, and tell us how you celebrate life's special moments, and keep the conversation going. Follow us on our Instagram, as well as subscribe to our latest WhatsApp channel that's really getting really popular.
And yeah, until next week, Doha, sending you lots of love from Love in Doha. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Loving Doha podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you got your podcast from.